right. Welcome everyone. Yeah. Sister KG. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone that is online. You're welcome. Wow. Attraction.
Today is another day.
Today is another day. We're waiting for the Olayiwolas to join. They are here, but they are connecting to join us online. And we appreciate. We are waiting for others too. Yeah. Alright. Relax the mix. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Lucky Beauty, you're welcome. Okay, thank you, Beauty. Alright. We are trying to connect with the Olayiwolas. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
I'm ready to sing. Nothing ever sweeter, sweeter like a gift that you are. Nothing ever special, special, special like a gift that you are. Thank you, sweet my heart.
Thank you so much. Still waiting for them. Hopefully, I think they will connect today. We connected during the week, and it was okay. Again? Wow, at long last. Last long at long last. Okay.
Finally.
We post to the song.
God is great.
Finally, can do that. Finally, my brethren.
Yeah. We are finally here. It's good to be on the show.
We can hear you live and direct. We're trying to set.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Good evening. It's really been a long journey. And I want to appreciate your patience.
Yeah.
All through last week, we tried to connect, even up to this week.
Exactly.
And it was like, what's happening? Because we tried for the first and second time it was going through. I said, no, it wouldn't be today.
Yeah.
But we thank you. Can I start with this? I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 words. For this is the first game. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 words. And you will not smile, you will not laugh. If you smile, you laugh.
Okay, let's
smile, you win. So, are we set? Are we set?
Yeah, we're set. Yeah, we're set.
I want to say, madam, you are tantalizingly quick, sensationally pretty, breathtakingly beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I win. All right. Viewers that will join me to the Olayiwolas, and I really want to appreciate them for coming. They are family that are known for long, and I want to say this: when we bring people on Marriage is Beautiful, these are people we can vouch for. These are people that we can beat our chest and say, yes, their marriage is indeed beautiful. And we always say this, we're not telling you that these are people that doesn't argue at home, or these are the people that doesn't disagree at home. We're only telling you these are the people that stick together through the thick and thin of marriage. We celebrate you, the Olayiwolas, and we want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
So,
thank you,
The pleasure is all ours. Thank you too for bringing us on the show.
You're welcome, sir. And we want you to say hello to the viewers. They are hearing you now, so please say
Okay.
Hi,
Start.
hi everyone. I hope you're all good. It's good to be here on Marriage is Beautiful. I can't wait to start with the question and answer session. Thank you.
You didn't even mention your name.
I'm Mrs. Laiwa, obviously.
Okay, my name is Olayiwolas. My name is Olayiwolas, and this is my wife, Olayiwolas. It's a pleasure to be here on the show. We were supposed to do this last week, but God willing, God wanted us to shift it to this week, and we are here. We are here to learn. We are here to share our experience and interact with everybody. So thank you for coming on, and thank you for bringing us on the show.
wow.
you're welcome. Yeah.
Jigo Babaoja.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yes, family matter.
Wow. 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 We have 3 people in the house, and I'm really honored. And I think after this show, I'm going to say hello to Jigo Babaoja privately. So
Yeah.
it's nice to
He's
have
a good guy. He's actually my friend, and I told him to join us.
We respect, and I'm part of the fan. I'm part of those people visiting your YouTube page. We respect you a lot, and we're going to talk after this. Thank you, Jigo Babaoja, for taking time to be on this show. And how do we start? Okay. Now, the normal first question. Okay, you came because of Shule. Shule. Thank God. Thank you for that. And thank you for what you are doing for the elderly. We see the program, we see how you are helping the big actors in the house. And we want to use this opportunity also to tell you we want to be part of it. When you are going for the next old actor that we've enjoyed and we've really enjoyed them in our childhood, and you want to bless any one of them, please get in touch with us after this program. Marriage is Beautiful. We want to be part of it, and we want to send our own those people that we've enjoyed before, and they are here now. Thank you. All right. Having said that, let's move right now and ask the very first question. In one word, that is the rule. In one word, how is marriage to you?
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Okay. In one word, I would say selflessness. Yes, selflessness.
Selflessness. In one word, selflessness. Fantastic. And in one word, sir, how is marriage to you?
Yeah.
For me, it's union. Union. That's it. Yeah.
These two couples.
I think one word is too small to describe a marriage, though. But for me, I'll just stick to union.
Union. This couple have really done their homework very well. In the last few weeks, we have couples. Homework has been done. They are describing, but you got us here. They are defining love. We said in one word, selflessness and union. That's another thing to add to the dictionary. Selflessness and union. Wow. Great. All right. Can you go first?
Yeah. So we are going to fly the question up, and here is the first question. Sir, you will start. I'm going to ask you, sir.
Okay.
During dating and before marriage, the attraction and caring for one another is so strong, but this decrease with time after marriage. Has the level remained the same since marriage? If yes, kindly share the secrets, and if no, tell us what are the factors that lead to this decline?
The decline in the giz-giz. The giz-giz. We normally have the shark. Like the song, they scatter my dada. All those scatter.
Yeah.
Has it gone low or is still the same the way it was?
Exactly.
If it is the same, you have to give us this. And if it has gone low, what are those things that has happened and how are you amending it? So over to you, sir.
Okay. I think let me start with that question. I've been giving her the chance to start. So for me, you know, we are still young in the marriage. We're less than 3 years. But to the glory of God, it's been developments and continual development till now, and forever it will be shared by God's grace. What happened is at the beginning it was challenging, you know, because you know, two people coming together and we had to sit down and talk about so many things. You know, we have our differences and we had to think. We actually have heart-to-heart conversation. We don't hide things from each other. We tell ourselves the truth. We learn about ourselves every day, and we try to understand our differences and respect it and build on our strengths. So for me, it's been going on fine. The challenge, there was a time we had some challenges when we had our baby, and you know, it was like the attention was going to her alone. So we had to sit down and talk about it and try to improve on the weaknesses we come up with. So for now, it's going on fine. We are doing good, and to the glory of God, and I'm enjoying myself. I don't know if she's enjoying it. Yeah, it's your turn. I said mine already.
Okay, like he said initially, excuse me, we are almost 3 years in marriage, and to be truthful, we've had our challenges. And what I would say is, I wouldn't say it has reduced, because each time these challenges come, we would call each other back. Like, we sit down and have heart-to-heart talk, like he said previously, and then you know, the question you asked, I think generally, I will talk generally about couples. Probably there were some things we used to do before we got married, but when we got married, probably we got carried away and then we relaxed and forgot about some things, you know. I think it happened to us too. I just had to like call him down and talk to him, have an heart-to-heart talk, tell him out. Remind him that, okay, can you remember those things you used to do? Why are you not doing them again? Because those are the things that really got me attracted to you. And then him is a kind of person that listens, and then he doesn't only listen, he takes to action. He tries to, in fact, I would say he he does that more than I do. Like, he does more than I do. Like, that is what I would say. He tries to like keep doing what he was doing before we got married, and he's trying his best, really, and I'm actually enjoying myself to the glory of God. Thank you.
One good thing that I pick up in the last answer is this. We used to do things before marriage, and then suddenly those things decreases. And I want to say one thing, I want to appreciate him for one thing that you said, that he tries as much as possible to do it, even much more than you. And sir, I will put it this to you concerning the attention. It's just the beginning. By the time the second and the third one comes, if ever you are going up to that level, that attention will reduce the more.
Let me just comment about that. You know, we
are still complaining now.
let me comment about that, please. You know, this is our first time of raising a child, you know, and you know, nobody will give you his or her child to raise so that you can learn how to raise a child. So we are learning with our first child, and I'm sure there are some things that some mistakes we might have made, you know, and that's what I used to tell my wife. You know, we're human. Even before we got married, we talked, because you know, I would, my upbringing was, I was raised by a single mother. And for me, marriage is just a do or die affair. That's why, and I told my wife, that's why it took me time to choose, you know. So I can't afford to raise a child alone, or my child be raised in a broken home, because I knew the trouble, I knew how it went, you know. And you know, I'm always ready. Like I told my wife, I'm not a perfect man, and I've never promised to be one. But whenever anything comes up, just raise it. Even if out of nonsense there's sense, you know. Even if it doesn't make sense, just tell me. You know, I will see you as less intelligent or anything. You know, we'll just talk about it, and that's what we have always been doing.
So, viewers at home, we want to tell you this: out of every nonsense, there is a sense embedded within. That's powerful. That's deep. Out of every nonsense, there is a sense in every nonsense. And I want to say this to the people who are listening at home. There is an opportunity to improve if you want. Life is never perfect and will never be perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. The two people that goes into it are not anywhere near perfection. So we have two imperfect people trying to perfect a relationship. So for those at home, you had it from the Olayiwolas. You have to just talk it out, even if it looks like nonsense. Make a sense out of it. Oni?
Yeah. The second question.
Yep.
As a woman, what are those things you can do to keep the flame burning? Let me go for her first.
Yeah. I'll ask the man. Now we're talking about attraction.
It's your turn now.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the things that.
Okay.
So what things to keep the flame going, so that I can continue to look at you, the people with that thick leg, and you will not be looking at. So what are these things that you do?
Okay. Like I said before, I said something about doing some things before marriage, and then just getting relaxed and forgetting everything after marriage. I think I would say it destroys marriages more. So what I really do is those things that got him attracted to me, I don't stop doing them. In fact, I try to keep doing them. I'm trying to get innovative with them, actually. And like I said the other time, I know that some things my husband likes, like I would say, is an intellect. He is this kind of person that can stimulate you intellectually. Like when you have conversation with him, you will never get bored, and he expects you to bring the kind of energy he brings. Even if you cannot match his energy, try your best. Just try to make sense out of nonsense, like we said initially. And this is something we do. We have healthy arguments. Like we argue, we talk we just say everything, and then we might actually pick one topic and start talking about it. Like we make sure we I would like to put this, make sure we try to improve each other. And then another thing is I don't stop developing myself. It's this kind of person that believes that, okay, you can't just sit around just be there, just lay back and don't do anything. Like you don't use your brain, you don't try to develop or build yourself. And this is something he admires most, and it comes natural to me. You know, I try to develop myself. I try to work hard. He likes when you work hard, when you try to prove yourself to yourself. Not because people are looking at you, not because you're trying to impress him. Just try to impress yourself. Try to do something that would make you proud of you. Is that kind of person that he sees that in you, and he still gets like, oh, this is the wife I married, and this is what she's doing. This is what she's still doing, and this keeps the admiration going, and this keeps the fire burning. And like I said the other time, I believe in He's a very selfless person. I'm not trying to praise him because he's not. He has his faults too. I don't want to hurt you guys. He has his faults too. He's far from being perfect, but he has his good qualities, and I would say his good qualities outweighs his bad qualities. You know, everybody has that anyways. So is this kind of person that is really selfless, you know, and he expects you to be that kind of person, you know. If at least I know two different people come into marriage, but there are some similarities you should have before you get married, you know. And it's this kind of selfless person, like I said the other time, and it comes natural to me. Even when I want to fall back, I try to like look at his doing. I'll be like, okay, I think this guy makes sense. Why can't I emulate this from him? You know, and when I do that, I think that really gets him happy too. You know? And these are some of the things I do that actually keep the flame burning. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Mr. Olayiwolas has been praised so much that if we have to weigh the head.
He has his thoughts.
My head is swelling already. But anyway, can I just comment on what she said? Can I comment on what she said?
That we've not really trashed. And I'm really much interested in that aspect. You know, I love the physical, I love the intellectual aspect of marriage, but much more is the romantic aspect. I will ask the question later.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to comment. Actually, can I comment on that?
Then that probably maybe are you still doing them now or not? But for him, you know, all those times when you want to go and meet and you have to wafanu and make the shirts come up and just to look a little bit more mature. So
that's what I wanted to comment on. You know, alive rather, are you still doing them? Over to you.
Okay. Me?
No,
me or him?
You, sir.
You, sir. She has answered.
Okay. Yeah, let me just comment on what my wife said earlier. Because, you know, before we got married, actually, we had a discussion. I can still remember. And I told her that, you know, ladies are fond of something. Anyway, from where we come from, when they get married, they believe now I feel this. And you know, a lady that dresses well at home, dresses well when you see her, tends to tie wrapper on her chest in the house and stuff like that. And I told her specifically, I can remember, I told her I don't like such, you know. And I remember there was an incident. There was a time I came in and my wife's hair was rough. And I told her, okay, can we go out for lunch? And she said, let me go and make my hair. I said, okay, who are you going to make the hair for outside? Why didn't you make the hair inside for me? So you make the hair very well now. Then when we get outside, other men will be looking at this as if it's their wife's hair. You understand? And that's what I always tell her, you know. And this part of it it's very important for me. It's you know, I try to keep the romantic aspect intact. We go out for dinners, we go out just the way we've been doing. I've always been that kind of a person, though. You understand? She knows. That's why I'm sure that's why she's praising me, though. You know, I bring up surprises. I'm more of the you understand? So for me, I try to make her happy. That's just it. I try to support her on whatever she's doing. And to keep, you know, I try as much as possible not to be selfish, you know. I want us to be successful together. I don't want her to be Iyawolowo or wife of a rich man. I want a rich woman and a rich man married. Do you understand? So I always push her and I support her for everything she does, everything. Even if I encourage her, and those are the things I bring in, and I don't think I can stop doing that. And that's actually for me, because when she does something, I'm always happy about it, you know? And it's even mind blowing for me when my wife is doing something great, you know. And that's one thing I'm grateful to her too, because she has praised me and I need to praise her too, and she knows I always praise her. I'm grateful to my wife because each time I try to push her, you know, there are some people you try to encourage, motivate, and there's some people you try to encourage and motivate. They don't shift, you know. You keep pushing them like, you can do it, just try. And there's something I used to tell my wife. Even if you try and fail, you've tried, you know. But the thing is, if you don't try, you will never know if you can get it right. And she's been a responsive person to my energy, to the energy I'm bringing, and I really appreciate that. I hope I've answered the question.
Are they calling today? Because we have two Boda Dudu on the line today.
One is Dudua.
One is Dudu. Dudu. Yeah. All right. For those who are listening to us, please, I want us to be picking things out. Yeah. The program might be funny, might be witty, but there are a lot of what you need in marriage that is being said right now. That there are every word that you should not miss. When a man said, I want not just the wife of a rich man, but I want a rich woman too. These are things that are missing nowadays when people are jealous of one another. Spouses I don't want you to be richer than me. So I want us to be learning one or two things from it. We have a family here, and today I've learned a lesson also, which I know before in another dimension. And it's a quote I would love to write. I don't want my wife to be the wife of a rich man. I want a rich woman marrying a rich man. Fantastic. That's lovely. We are coming back to the emotional aspects, which I'm interested in.
No.
He says something about the rapper. The rapper stuff have always been the issue with marriage. It's like, Eureka, I found it. Finally, I'm married. So everything is, I don't need to stress myself. You know, all those eyebrow, eyelashes, those things definitely goes down, which we don't want to be. On the emotional aspect, on the loving aspect, on the romantic aspect, what are those things that you do as CC? Let me put it that way. Those things you do as CC that make his head to turn. Are you still doing them now? If yes, what are those things so that other can learn? Maybe some people will say, me, I don't want to say anything. I just want you to, what are those things that you did then that turned his eye away from other beautiful girls around to say, Roman Kusi is only you or never?
Okay. Okay, so I would say I'm a sporty person and I love being in shape. Apart from being in shape, I just like being healthy. And then I'm this kind of person that likes exercising. I just like exercising, and this is one thing he saw in me. Like, I'm very energetic, you know. I play basketball, I run, I just try to keep fit. And then when you keep fit, to my own knowledge, you look good, even without. I'm not talking about the cloth aspect. Inside you, when you look good and you feel good, I think the attraction will be natural. We just come out of you. I think that is one thing I still do. I don't even force it because it's part of me. I don't like, okay, I have to keep in shape, I have to start using pills, I have to start skipping meals. No, I don't do that. I just try to do what I've been doing before. I try to exercise and I try to still wear those clothes I used to put on before I married, you know. I'm not the kind of wrapper person. In fact, there's this thing I want to say. I don't even know how to tie wrapper. The first time I really actually tied wrapper was on my wedding day, my traditional wedding. In fact, it was on my right side, and it was my bridesmaid. I was like, no, you don't do that. You have to put it on the left side, you know. And I would say that was the last time I actually tied wrapper. apart from the general towel we use, and I just tie it anyhow. I don't even know. So I'm not the kind of wrapper person. I still do my jean, I do my bum short, I do my sexy wears and all that, you know. And I think these are part of things it still sees in me. I feel like, oh, that baby is mine. So I think, yeah, what I've been doing basically is keeping in shape and still wearing my those clothes that God is there turned on. Like I would say sexy wears, my clothes that were really nice on me that I saw. I still do them. So I would say those are part of the things that I have been doing that have been keeping the romantic life, romantic part of the relationship going. And apart from that, we invest in surprises. I think I'm this kind of person that really likes being surprised. You know, it's kind of emotional to me when someone tries to surprise me, and then you just, it doesn't have to be necessarily a gift, a big gift. So it might be a pen, yeah, it might be a ball pen, it might be a plate of Kilimanjaro Mosbooz or something, you know. Just surprise me with something. I think that is actually romantic to me, and I do that for him. I might just buy something random, you know, out of the blues, and be like, oh yeah, that's my big man. You know, those are basically some of the things I've been doing to keep the romantic part alive.
Wow, buying something random, get yourself in shape.
Yeah.
Look good. Try and do those things that makes the earth to turn. See, there is nothing spectacular about beautiful marriage. There is no secret that is so huge that you can't comprehend or understand about good marriage. It just means you finding out what your spouse likes best, and you keep doing it.
Yeah.
Selflessness, sacrifice, union, coming together to be one. And I want to say this. I really appreciate that, and I want to tell everybody out there, going out of shape because of 1 or 2 kids is not for you. You can I don't go against the plus size. Yeah, the Bible says occupy till I come. Let me put it that way, in a joking way. So I don't go against the plus. I am not talking about being plus. I'm just talking about being fit. There are plus beautiful women around. It's not about the shape. It's just about, are you fit enough? Do you carry your weight very well? Do you do the normal things that makes the turn?
My husband still lifts you.
That lifting, I don't want to say anything about that lifting. Let's leave that aspect. We will talk about the lifting later. It's still part of the show. Maybe after the show we'll talk about it. So like we said, you have to be nice for yourself and for your hobby. You have to be healthy for yourself and for your hobby. And for the women out there, don't believe because I had my catch now, it's mine. It's going nowhere.
Yes.
Then you can lose all guards. Listen, men are still moved by what they see, irrespective of how religious they are, irrespective of their belief. They still get their head turned. So I'm telling people tonight, before we move to the next question, I'm using the opportunity to tell everybody that asks questions, please start asking. See, don't only be a wife. Please be a girlfriend. Be a concubine. Be the sidekicks. Yeah, some people might say, oh, you shouldn't be saying this thing. No. A man wants about 5 things together in one woman. He wants a mother. He wants a wife. He wants a friend. That's the girlfriend aspect. He wants the concubine in her. And he wants the baby. So all those things has to be together. You have to be, what are those things that the side chicks are doing that are making the air to turn to them? I don't say go naked in this. Wear something crazy for him inside the bedroom. When it is you and him alone, enjoy the benefit of him having you and you having him. Yeah. So I will say that, and before we move to the next question, we want you to check a little bit, just 10 seconds. to the song of Marriage is Beautiful. That is the theme song, and we said we will continue to play it on weekly basis. Now we will send to anybody that wants to download. We'll give you the link. You can have it, use it as your ringing tool whatsoever. Let's go. So can we see you shake the body a little bit? All right.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm shy.
My sister is like,
Oh, you're not dancing.
You want to go dancing?
I'm dancing.
yeah. Good. That is the theme song for Marriage is Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is the theme song for Marriage is Beautiful. Okay. So that song is available and it's ruling the airwaves now. We will definitely be giving the links with anyone that wants to download to enjoy it. We will be telling the viewers at home that after this program, it will be on our YouTube page tonight. Yeah. If you missed any aspect of it, you can watch it later. And also, if you are part of Marriage is Beautiful, you have any question, please send to us now or after the program. For those who want to ask the question, don't allow it to be 2 minutes to go. You'll now be saying we want to ask our question. You have the time right now.
Yeah, those questions doesn't get
earlier. Okay, the questions are not coming. No, they can start typing. Yeah, we're seeing the comment now. The same way the comment is coming. Let's have the question. So I'll go for the next question. Yeah. And the next question says, I'm asking the madam now. What draws you to your husband? We've talked a lot about this in this thing, but I'm talking about there are some things that a man does that draw you. I've had somebody telling me that when I see a man that have a very beautiful haircut and is looking neat, I'm all taken away. Some people will tell you he has to have manner of approach. Others will say he has to be witty and be able to crack jokes. Some people will say, I like my man rather to be quiet, the quiet type. There must have been one thing or the other, particularly apart from all those traces you've been mentioned. Can you just think back? What is that particular thing that really make you to fall, Yakata, if I may say it?
Okay, thank you. I would say just... Okay, so I won't say just one thing, but I would say I heard his voice before I saw him physically, and then I said something initially. I'm this kind of person that really appreciates your manner of approach, and then when I talk to you, I think I will know a little bit about how your school of thought, how you approach people, what you think, how you talk to people, basically, So I would say I heard his voice before I saw him physically, and then from the little interaction we had on the first, I won't say little interaction because we actually spoke for several hours, and then I would say I felt that first day because of his manner of approach, and then the way he tackled some things with me. I am easily stimulated intellectually, like I said initially. And then like I said initially too, is a very selfless person. Initially, I was like, okay, let me see, is this guy pretending? But along the way, I realized that is who he is, the kind of person God created him to be, And then when you're selfless and religious at the same time, I think it is something I really appreciate in people. So I would say those things, not just one thing, those things that actually made me fell in love with him and still falling in love with him is being selflessness, quite intelligent, and then he's being selfless, quite intelligent, and is actually loving too, you know. It can like to form I'm trying to, what adjective can I qualify it with? It likes calling me tough guy, like I'm not emotional, I'm tough. I know it's a lie. It's a lie because it just has this he likes blocking it, like killing me for sake of a professional. I'm not emotional, so we'll do whatever. But Bernard, that layer is a very soft person and is actually quite loving. So those are those things that actually got me attracted to him. Thank you.
Wow. The Nigeria bragado that women try to
Yes.
Yes. Oh God.
eh?
Oh, okay.
When we say we inside our mind, we know we say we did concolo. But we try to put that fat and
Bold face, you got it
the
right.
bold face. I like you, the smart advisor. Thank you for borrowing me the English. We put the bold face there. The Oboju. Oh God.
Yes.
Bye.
Anyway, but for me, let me just talk about.
Today,
Okay.
what is that thing that crack you up about her? What is that thing that make you to fall yakana? Even you don't have the dada. What is that thing that make you to rub your bad head? Say, Oluwaye. Omori, lo dabai. So
You
I
mean
just want to ask, what is that thing that makes you to fall? Yeah.
okay? Anyway, for me, for most men, and I'm not an exception to that. Beauty actually attracts. Beauty, like this girl is beautiful. That was the first thing actually, and our first conversation sealed it. Because for me, like I used to tell people, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. It's not just about the physical beauty. You know, I always once said that even before marriage, there's something that my prayer points for every prayer about marriage I have is that I've always prayed for a wife I will be able to have a conversation with, a cool conversation, the ones I can have with my friends outside, so that we can spend a whole lot of time together. So, and I like intellectual discussion. So I've always prayed that God, please don't give me a dollar as a wife. Do you understand? Don't give me somebody I cannot even. I'm not. I learn too, and we've always learned from each other. You know? So what sealed it was our first conversation, the way we talked, you know, the things we talked about, you know, and it doesn't take forever for you to know somebody is intelligent. You know? And that was it for me. That was actually wow, this is what I've been looking for. She's beautiful, beauty and the brain. Beauty and the brain.
That is the word. The beauty and the brain. More important than people will realize. Honey?
Yeah.
Only want the pretty face alone. We want the nice word to go along with it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm trying to check the question are coming in late if we have one and if they want to ask. Having said this, the law of attractions says my own law of attraction, or let's say marriage is beautiful law of attraction, says whatever gets you attracted should never be despised later. And we're telling everybody at home who are hearing us now that if at the time of dating she likes to go to party, you have an opportunity to withdraw from the relationship at that point if you don't like it. But the moment you can condone that aspect of him or her, when you get into marriage, it should not be the time to complain about that aspect.
Yes.
What does now is that, oh, like he loves to keep fit now. Why is it? You always want to run. You always want to go to gym. You know she does this before getting into marriage.
Yeah.
We are together as we speak along. Please ensure that the area of interest she displays while you guys are dating should never be despised after marriage. Because when you do that, you are looking for issues in marriage. So having said that, and I want to say this, what is your advice for people? The general advice you have for people on how to maintain attraction in marriage, even as age is setting in, even as years is going, as kids are coming, like you said, one came, there was a shift of attention. So that's one of the lessons we've learned today, that there will always be a shift of attention, but we have to rationalize it, come back to reality that after all, this kid will live one day to still be me and my husband. So we must not forget that. So I'll go to Mr. Olayiwolas first. What is your advice?
Okay.
People generally.
Wow. I hope the time will allow me to speak out all my mind, because for me, like I said, first, before you know, like in law, they say something that whoever wants to come to equity must come with clean hands. And in this, when it comes to marriage, nobody's coming with clean hands, you know, because we are human. We are humans. And regular discussion between husband and wife. Talk about your weaknesses. There's a difference between a discussion and insults. Do you understand? There's a difference between discussion and insults. Okay. And when you talk, you let people know, okay, you need to improve on this. These are the things I can compromise with. Try to improve yourself. Help yourself in improving. Don't despise each other. Like what I was saying, you know, I was talking about beauty and brain. Like you said, age you always setting. The beauty will not be there forever, you know. But beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And that's where love comes in. Because if you really love somebody, like I used to tell people, when you tell me, okay, I love this girl because of her face, what if something happens to the face? Will you stop loving her? I love this girl because of her hand. What if something happens to the hand? Will you stop loving her? So there are so many things to fall in love with than the physical look. And you need to discover those things in your partner. And always fall in love with those things that are not physical. It could be spiritual, it could be anything, you know. And we just keep, you know, it's like I said, it's a union that should not be divided. You understand? We should always work to improve ourselves, even when you know you're on a good standing. You understand? How can I make my wife happy today? Like sometimes when I'm coming from work, how can I make my wife happy today? What can I even do? Okay, I'll do something. You understand? Sometimes I come home too and I meet surprises. She's always trying to make me happy. And to the glory of God, all has been well. But that's my advice though, so that I don't take the whole of the time.
Wow. Try to make each other happy. Remember, the beauty can fade, but what you do together that join you together will always be there. It's
yeah.
Union that cannot be broken. When people speak a lot, and I say today's discussion is more deep than people will fathom. We may not crack a lot of joke right now. We may not smile so much, but there are words that everybody needs to take home today. Everybody needs to take home today. Madam, over to you.
Yes, sir.
Your advice.
Okay.
How people
Okay,
can
sir.
keep themselves attracted to one another all through their marriage journey.
Thank you, sir. One thing I would say is no two marriage are the same. Comparison. This is what is affecting most marriages. Though I have years of experience, but I've seen that, especially social media, you know, you see people uploading pictures of their partners smiling and, you know, posting pretty pictures in exotic locations. That doesn't mean that they might be happy, they may not be happy, you know, it's
just hearing us too.
Because the network is.
I guess the network's a little bit down. Coming back now. Okay, maybe. Oh. All right.
Just the network. I think she's still talking.
Yeah, she's talking, but I guess something with the network. Okay.
Just the viewers.
If viewers are hearing, can you please tell us?
Everything
Maybe we start playing the Marriage is Beautiful song until they can come back. Maybe they can drop and come back. But while we are expecting them, hi. Okay. If the Olayiwolas are here, yeah, they sent a request back. I think it's fine. Joining us. They are still trying to reconnect. Okay, they're back. Wow.
Back.
I'm back.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
About answering the last question before we go into the couple thing, we'll still give our opportunity to talk again. So you have how many minutes?
Maybe
1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think we can do to keep the fire burning, and then we have the couple's question.
Yeah. No, you.
Okay, check.
Yeah, what you said before.
Okay, what I said before. Okay, like I said the other time, I said no two marriages are the same, and then avoid comparison. You know, social media has actually destroyed some marriages. You know, and then what I'm trying to say basically is when you see people's pictures, especially couples picture online, especially couples picture online, and you start wishing, I wish my marriage is like theirs. What do you know? What do you know about them? You know, we all front on social media. It's a make-believe world. We only show people what we want them to see, you know. So the best thing is not to compare. The moment you start comparing your marriage to someone else's, I think you started destroying it. And another thing is forgiveness. There's no way we won't hurt each other, you know. Yes, we all we will all hurt each other at one point in time. Learn to forgive. It's not easy. At times it's not easy at all. You feel like I can never forgive this guy, but you can't do it. You just have to forgive if you want an healthy marriage. So yeah, learn to forgive, and then learn to compromise. You know, compromising is really big in marriages. You know, there is no way you can really make it work if you don't agree. You know, so you have to learn to compromise. Don't compare your marriage, and learn to forgive. Thank you.
Learn to forgive, learn to compromise. Don't compare your marriage to others. And do all this, keep yourself attractive. Wow, forgive. Okay, now the couple game, you have question 1 to 6, right?
Yeah, question 1 to 7.
Question 1 to 7, you are going to pick 2 questions each. And you're picking, please answer. Don't try to look at it now. Okay, so starting, Ma, pick your first question.
From 1 to 7, you have 2 questions to pick.
Pick 2 questions from 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Question 1.
Question 1. Okay, this is question 1. Okay. The next one.
3. Question 3.
Question.
Pick 2 questions.
Yes, 2 questions.
Question 1 and question 4.
This is question 4.
Yeah.
Okay, you picked 3 already. So 1 more.
No, just 2.
Question 7. 7.
Question 7.
Question 7.
3 and 7. This is question number 7. So can you read our own question for her?
Madam, who spends more in terms of money?
Who is the one that spends more?
More money,
Just point your hand.
Just point your finger. Raise your hand if you are the one.
She's asking.
All right.
Okay, the second question. Keep secret.
Who is likely to keep secret?
Who is likely to keep secret?
No secret. What kind of secret?
I don't know. Who is likely
No.
Okay, still you.
No. I thought you said probably like malice. No, secret. No. Yeah.
No. All right. Question number 3 says,
who loves to fly?
Who loves to fly most? When it concerns the trip to Jerusalem, you understand what I mean? All those wonderful trips. So who loves to fly most? Only you are couple. Now the last question. Who says sorry first? I know the question already. I know the answer.
Who says sorry first?
Me.
Well done. Wow.
Okay.
That's great. And I really want to appreciate you for coming. And once again, I want to appreciate everyone. I can't mention names. There are so many coming in and going. I can't begin to mention names. I just want to appreciate everybody for coming. And I want to say this. It's really interesting, wonderful, fantastic talking to you. And we've learned 1 or 2 things we're going to put into use. So we have...
Yeah, the pleasure is all ours.
Okay. So we want to say this. Just please help us to keep this institution going.
Yeah.
Not many people believe in it again. Not many people believe it can work. But we believe it.
That's true.
You believe it. And we want everyone that is involved in Marriage is Beautiful to believe that marriage is indeed beautiful. It can be worked out. This is our punchline to people. It won't always be perfect. No, it won't be rosy always. But it is really beautiful. And like people say, the same way that you lay your bed is the way you are going to lie on it. If you clear your it to be beautiful, it will be beautiful for you.
Box, yeah.
I don't know. I have one comment. You have to mention my name. Oh.
Okay.
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 We are
so that you not
don't take your sister back.
Don't take my wife away from me.
No, Nipel is. Can you say thank you to Nipel or
for giving him his sister?
Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything. We've learned a lot too, anyway. And it's our pleasure. It's an honor. We consider it an honor to be on this show. And thank you very much. I hope we're going to do it some other time, eh?
This is what we say. Anybody that gives us the real deal is always welcome any day, anytime. However, we already have the whole of the year booked.
Yeah.
But we
I know.
That by
next year,
by God's grace, we are going to have the Olayiwolas back in the house. And then we'll have more time to be able to talk. Maybe as what we are planning, we will not be limited to time like this. Yeah. We will have what we face to face, where they can be there, we can be there. We probably not be using Instagram. We might use Facebook that has no time limit. We might use Zoom. We might use YouTube Live. We're planning for that.
Yeah.
And as soon as the epidemic is finally over and we can gather, we're planning to have a studio like where we have both here. We don't need to worry about the network and the rest of it. But for coming today, we really want to appreciate you. We really want to say thank you so much for coming. We've really learned a lot. And madam, you are doing a good job. Honestly.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I know him now.
I know him now. I am knowing him.
You know him in future.
So these chicks that pull round and is shabby wasn't always that when we eat together.
Thank you.
But you know and we know you are doing a wonderful job, and we really appreciate it, because whenever a man is looking healthy, looking fresh, it's because he's not having problem at home.
That's true.
He won't even have the opportunity to be able to come on the program. For a man to come like this, it's smiling like somebody who won Lotto. You will have known that he's really enjoying the team.
And next.
And for everybody we want to say thank you for joining us.
And I want to pray for all the families, every homes. Our homes will continue to be beautiful. Our marriages will continue to be beautiful.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much, viewers. God bless you really good.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Say bye to everyone that come online because of them. So please kindly say thank you to everyone that come online because of you. So I appreciate them.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Because people trip in because of